I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon and welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. Former PFSG Davis MWILA probed in connection with stolen state properties. Opposition political parties team up to scrutinize the UPND administration. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the ministry.
There's so much data.
Mom?
Yes, baby?
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And now the media news in detail. An aged woman of Lusaka West near Kasupe area, Tisa Tenji Banda, who has been living alone in a shack, has received help from the government through the office of the area councillor. A check by Camnet News revealed that the woman had been assisted with a tent, a blanket, meal and other household items, all valued about 1,200 kwacha. The area councillor says the help she has received is temporal, as there are intentions to build her a permanent home once land is identified.
After over 3 years of living in this shack, come rain or shine, Tisa Tenji Banda, an old woman of Kasupe area in Lusaka West, has finally received help after her story was aired on Camnet News. She has been living in this shack after allegedly being abandoned by her family on witchcraft allegations. The old woman, who only remembers that she was born during the time of Hari Mwanga Nkumbula, was at the verge of death, especially after the onset of the rain season, due to her asthmatic condition. Her story, however, caught the attention of civic leaders within Chilanga district, among them the district commissioner and the area councillor, who began organizing help for her. Kasupe ward councillor Mr. Tungenengene Chinoya says the woman has been assisted with a tent, blankets, meal which will be given on a monthly basis, as well as other items valued at about 1,200 kwacha. He asked that the community also contributed a separate amount of 600 kwacha, while stating that the tent is only temporal as they try to find her permanent residence.
This is not a permanent solution per se. It is just a solution in the interim, because we need to get hold of family members to ascertain the true ownership of this land so that we can build a house, also a toilet. But as also when we engage family members, we need to see how best we can look after her, either to take her to the old-aged home in Matero. Before even doing that, she needs to go for a review so that we are certain how bad the asthma is.
The old woman has expressed her gratitude.
Akansera niwonga zikomo kwa kansera niwonga zikomo kwa boma amenso wa kansera baliye paliposi muninga pyolele mukuonga nongoti zikomo onse.
The councillor further says she has been registered for social cash transfer and will be receiving a monthly allowance. Zipora Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Police in Lusaka have questioned former Patriotic Front Secretary General Davis MWILA in connection with 3 vehicles that were used for campaign in Northern Province. Police spokesperson Rehamonga says Mr. MWILA was being questioned in connection with stolen state properties. Speaking to journalists shortly after being interrogated, Mr. MWILA's lawyer, Kabwamba Angola, says his team has not been availed the full details of the complainant and the offense that may have been committed by his client. NPF member Chishimba Kamwili says it is unfortunate that the police had to question Mr. MWILA over the source of the campaign vehicles which the PF used.
Monday, 24th January 2022, police in Lusaka summoned the former Patriotic Front Secretary General Davis MWILA to appear before the Charleston police station for questioning. And speaking shortly after about 2 hours of interrogation, lawyer to Mr. MWILA Kambwa Aongola informed the media that his client was being questioned in connection with 3 vehicles that were used for campaigns prior to the 12th August 2021 general elections in Northern Province.
Pertaining to some campaign vehicles. So they have not given us the benefit of appreciating the essential object of the investigation, and that is in terms of the complainant and most importantly what offense might have been committed. So we ended at giving his side of the story regarding what he knows about the party's campaign vehicles.
Mr. Aongola adds that police termed the investigation as ongoing and that they are likely to get back to his client.
The intimation is that they're likely to get back to us because they term this as an ongoing investigation. That's why it could be indefinite. We don't know how far they want to go. But basically they're talking about vehicles, nothing spectacular.
Did you mention Northern Province?
Yes, they talked about Northern Province.
NPF member Chishimba Kamwili has wondered why the police could question someone on campaign vehicles when several people donate cars to political parties, including those in the opposition.
And it is very, very surprising, actually. We start talking about campaign vehicles. Campaign vehicles in all the campaigns from calendar days. Sometimes we wish I would just come. Even the opposition are given vehicles, even UPND. They use so many vehicles that they were using. Are they going to follow everybody who donated the vehicle to UPND?
It's undemocratic, as it has been said. We don't have a law in this country that compels political parties to declare their source of funding or indeed to declare where they got their properties.
And police spokesperson Ray Hamonga has confirmed the questioning of Mr. Chama.
We called him regard to investigations on the of stolen state property. It's in the course of investigations that we called him to help us with investigations.
Law enforcement agencies have in the last 4 months called upon several former ruling PF members for questioning on various offences ranging from suspected corruption, defamation and other offences. The citizens, however, wait to see the results of the questioning. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
In other news, a Chinese firm known as Happy Brothers, allegedly accused of selling rotten chicken to women across Lusaka, has denied audience to Camnet TV. Camnet TV news crew was at the firm with the aim of gating the firm management's Happy Brothers side concerning the issue when the owner refused to be interviewed, stating that he was busy. Meanwhile, women who have been ordering chicken from this firm are demanding compensation, accusing the Happy Brothers firm of using them as an accessory to destroy her people's health.
Sunday 23rd January 2022, Camnet TV aired a story of 5 Chinese poultry farms who are allegedly selling rotten chickens to women across Lusaka. One of them was allegedly identified as Happy Brothers. The 5 were found abrogating the Public Health Act that states that chickens that die on their own are supposed to be disposed of by legally silenced entity. Today, Camnet caught up with some women who've been buying rotten chicken from the 5 Chinese poultry farms and are seeking compensation.
zonse toto pamoja za 69 rangeza mo 700 uyu njenze beeve so utenze kaida nakabepi kamanye kana 1 week amwaso tumele tikulisila pamoja so volo kuenda sanga kwanisi.
Those interviewed by Camnet News say they feel cheated and misled.
Chinese side. So my representative can't take my dog, kind of taking them out to the Mediterranean with the side. Oh, Tramped them Chinese again and that's Pusha. At Mkatenga now and Janaka but then in Ramam Kale to a capoeira. That's another to me for your cancer now, the cancer so even the Kupasan cancer moves what I can't have.
This reporter took a step further, seeking audience with one of the allegedly 5 farms called Happy Brothers, who denied an interview.
No, I don't have time. And you want next time.
Sorry? You don't even want to hear what I want to say.
I'm busy. I'm no time.
You're busy. Like you don't want to hear why I have come.
You're dangerous. This talk, you know me, sir?
They're dangerous.
Covers.
This reporter is still following up this story. Blessings Chakwila, Camnet News, Lusaka.
7 opposition political parties in Zambia have teamed up in reminding the United Party for National Development Administration of the campaign promises they made to the Zambian people. The government critique among several issues alleged the UPND's failure to uphold the rule of law, ending cadreism, reducing the high cost of living, and respecting media freedom. Addressing the media Monday, People Alliance for Change President Anford Banda has demanded that President Hakainde Hichilema take action against Gilbert Liswaniso for allegedly threatening violence. However, the 7 political parties, which include Democratic Party's Harry Kalaba, NDC's Savoy MWILA, New Heritage Party's Chishala Kateka, among others, say Manda's media does not imply that they are in an alliance, but collectively speaking out of national matters.
Monday, 24th January 2022, 7 opposition political parties teamed up to form a formidable force through a collective press conference to voice out issues of common interest. Among several issues, they cited alleged failure to uphold the rule of law, ending cadreism, reducing the high cost of living, respecting media freedoms, and the need for President Hakainde Hichilema to fire Home Affairs and Internal Security Permanent Secretary Administration Joseph Akafumba and Special Assistant to the President for Politics Levi Ngoma over an alleged leaked audio conversation surrounding the Democratic Party wrangles.
The UPND are so complacent. Hence the reason why they are talking about there's no opposition. We would like to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema to take action, for starters, with his youth chairperson Gilbert Liswaniso. That's right. Following the video that has surfaced where he clearly indicated that he was going to take the law into his own hands. We would like to challenge President Hakainde to show us that he means well and he is different from the past by making sure that those indisciplined party cadres are disciplined, especially when we see a video of a leader of the ruling party threatening violence against the opposition.
Democratic Party leader Harry Kalaba underscored the need for impartiality in the fight against corruption.
That the fight against corruption is only concentrated on these people who just left power recently, the former regime, and that they appear to have no appetite, the current regime, to fight corruption in their own administration. Because we heard the other day the president was saying that people are learning how to, there's a clique learning and teaching them how to fight corruption, and for you to wake up in the morning to go and be part of that class, it means that you are willing. So don't tell us about that story. And I think when we say they don't have appetite to fight corruption in their own administration, I think a case in point is the fertilizer scandal.
Kasonde Mwenda, the president for the Economic Freedom Fighters, implores the government to be consultative on governance matters.
We strongly feel some of the things the UPND has not been sincere.
We've seen what has happened in Delhi. It has been placed under care and maintenance. And what we are having a speculation that is en route to being sold. We know President Hakainde Hichilema has got a past of serious appetite for privatization. But you should know that this time is not a private individual who operates at his own personal whims. This is a country to which all of us have a stake, and we will not allow him to bring his second privatization to this country.
New Heritage Party President Chishala Kateka is concerned over the delay by President HH to move to State House.
This issue may not seem serious, however, it presents a unique risk of institutionalized corruption and state capture, because now meetings that should be held in state institutions are being held in personal houses, and it ought not to be so. We need to take this very, very seriously.
Also in attendance included Patriots for Economic Progress President Sean Tembo, National Democratic Congress leader Savoy MWILA, and United for Better Zambia's Hector Nsondo. Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
Zambia National Union of Teachers General Secretary Newman Mubala says government should ensure that COVID-19 prevention measures are in place across all schools following the reopening on the 24th of January 2022. Meanwhile, Professional Teachers Union of Zambia General Secretary Kangwamsanga says a survey by teachers unions has revealed that while most schools have been fumigated, others have not due to slow delivery of COVID-19 mitigation funds to these schools. A check by Camnet News around some schools in Lusaka revealed that most pupils were masked up while social distancing seemed to be a challenge in others due to overcrowding.
Attending a quality education world over has been a challenge since the outbreak of the coronavirus, as schools have seen their fair share of closures due to the same. Following consultations from stakeholders in the education sector, it was decided that Zambia should endeavor to normalize the education calendar, as the closures were causing a regression to achievements made. After announcing the reopening of schools on 10th January 2022, the reopening date was moved to 24th January 2022 to allow for coronavirus mitigation measures such as fumigation of schools. With schools officially open Monday, General Secretary of the Zambia National Union of Teachers Zanut, Mr. Newman Mubala, says the union expects COVID-19 response measures to be readily available in schools. He also says there is need for more sensitization on COVID-19 vaccination to see more pupils vaccinated.
Our real desire is to see a situation where the Minister of Education and the Minister of Health work together to make sure that the environment in which our children are learning is equal to the task of 5 golden rules, and also having a situation where if there's any challenge, they can easily advise so that our children can learn in an environment which is conducive. In case there is any case of a COVID case, let us not alarm the situation. Let us make sure we bring experts. And I think this also entails that we should be very closer to the medical people, so that if there is any sign of that, the medical people should be closer and advise accordingly. You know, we are dealing with the children here, that any small alarm might cause a lot of confusion. We don't want to see that.
Meanwhile, Professional Teachers Union of Zambia Protus General Secretary Mr. Kangwamsanga says fumigation in some public schools has not yet taken place due to the slow delivery of coronavirus mitigation funds.
We have seen teachers are ready to begin the term, despite a few hitches in some schools. During this period of COVID-19, some schools are not yet fumigated because the funding is coming in slowly. In the first place, we are thankful that the government has released money to all schools in the country, although certain schools are not yet received, which has slowed down maybe the fumigation part. But basically, all the teachers are ready in the country.
A check at some public schools in Lusaka, while finding social distancing to be a challenge due to overcrowding, found most pupils wearing masks.
Here, guys, we are masking up. They allow social distance.
Here, every student here or every pupil, they're offering
the COVID-19 golden rules. We are maxing up, we are sanitizing, we are maintaining social distance. Yeah, we are doing all the necessary things which we can in order for us to stay safe.
We are happy that their schools have been open and we are following the golden rules for coronavirus. Our classes, they are well ventilated. Thank you, God.
Stakeholders are monitoring to see the performance of the education sector amidst COVID-19. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News.
Former PFSG Davis MWILA probed in connection with stolen state properties. Opposition political parties team up to scrutinize the UPND administration. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.